What's up, YouTube? So, in this video, I'm going to be taking a look at Rashawn Slater, a rookie left tackle for the Chargers. Before I get into it, I do want to just say rest in peace to Chris Ayers. He was the voice actor for Frieza, at least the one that picked up the mantle from Dragon Ball Z Kai onwards to Dragon Ball Super, to the movies, all that stuff. So, Dragon Ball has always been a big part of me. Hell, even my channel has anime in the name. I'm a big anime fan, and Dragon Ball is a big reason why that's the case. So definitely rest in peace to him. He will be sorely missed. But anyway, moving forward. So for some reason, the Dolphins game, specifically against the Jaguars, the All-22 still aren't up on Game Pass. It's frustrating as hell. For some reason, literally every other game from this past week, besides our game and the Monday night game, are all up. But for some reason, those two games, there's no All-22s yet. You're supposed to get it between 24 and 48 hours. It's Wednesday night as of recording this. So it's pretty frustrating. Our game ended way before any of these other games on Sunday, but we're still waiting longer for some reason. I don't understand. It's retarded, but whatever. But I figured this could be interesting at least. Rashawn Slater was my favorite player in the draft class. I love doing offensive line videos. You guys seem to like me breaking down offensive line film. And a little added bonus is there are going to be snaps where Rashawn Slater is up against another rookie this year in Jason Owe, who I also have videos on. I have videos out on both of these guys before they were drafted. So if you want to go ahead and check that out, please do. Now, Game Pass is super glitchy now. See, they finally get all 22s to you, and it's a glitchy mess. You got to rewind it to make it actually look somewhat okay. So Rashawn Slater is number 70. He is the main focus of the film session. He's not really going to be hard to find. He's a left tackle. But if you're wondering, Jason Owe is number 99. So he will have some snaps against him today. So, yeah, let's go ahead and get into it. All right. Starting off, great knee bend. Got his hands inside. Ball ends up going the other direction, but he seals that up perfectly. Great start. All right. Looks like his man isn't actually rushing on this. Looks like he's kind of a QB spy for Justin Herbert. But Slater is still going to put a hand on him, make sure he isn't just going to get a free path to the quarterback. Now, one thing, when defensive linemen jump like this, when they jump up in the air to start batting passes down, this is what I need Rashawn Slater to do and any other offensive lineman in these situations. If someone jumps up to bat a pass down, punch that dude in the ribs as hard as you can. Just with both hands, just punch him right in the ribs. They'll stop jumping after a while. You give them enough good ones like that, straight to the ribs, they'll stop. Remember, only quarterbacks wear flak jackets for the most part. So every other NFL player, their ribs are fully exposed. Punch them in the ribs as hard as you can. And so, come on. There we go. There's Owe there. He's over the center. But that's not who we're watching. Got your hands inside. Feet moving. Not bad. Keep his feet moving the whole way through contact. Rashawn Slater's so consistent. Unlike Game Pass. No, it's not Owe. That's 96. All right. And this is something that Rashawn Slater is very good at doing too. When he does get beat, because it happens to everybody on occasion, he is very good at recovering. So he kind of fakes to the outside and comes back in. This allows him to kind of defeat the inside hand. But Rashawn Slater doesn't just give up. He recomposes himself and gets his hands back inside. Base is good, knee bend is great. And he locks that dude down, and he don't move. All right, let's take a look at this play. And kind of got your hands to the outside. Got the job done, though. Hand placement could have been a little bit better, but he got the job done, so I'm not mad. I'm not too mad. Keeps his feet moving the whole way through, though. Drive, drive, drive. Not mad at that. All right, we're running to the right. You're supposed to let this guy free. Looks like they brought the tight end to kind of seal him up. It's actually play action, but still, this is all play design. Actually, good discipline here because it's play action, not an actual run. Good job by not climbing up to the linebacker, because if Rashawn Slater had done that, then that would be considered an illegal man downfield. But instead, he just kind of helps the guard push this dude over. Got Owe here. He's probably going to go up against the guard, but still. Nope. All right, we got Rashawn Slater versus Jason Owe. Let's go. Gets his right hand inside. It's a screen pass, so he doesn't really have to block him long. Okay. Okay. Got some tight end help on this play. Got one guy lined up at fullback and another guy to his left shoulder. All right, the tight end gonna. All right, so this isn't on Slater, but what should have happened here? The tight end blocks the linebacker initially. Slater gets his hands on him and locks him up. The tight end should have let go of this linebacker sooner and climbed up to get this defensive back to further help this gap be available. Now the guard gets beat, but that has nothing to do with Slater. All right, we got a little bit of a bunch formation on the left side here. Hands are outside, but that's okay. They're now on the shoulder pads. He doesn't have to block long. But he's strong enough to overcome it even when his hands aren't in the right place. Still not ideal, of course, but... Got Owe right here. All right, here's the first legit set against him. He's got his right hand inside, got the left hand on the shoulder, it looks like. I think he was expecting more help from his guard here, because the guard was just kind of standing there. So, looks like he was almost trying to pass him to his guard. That looked like a miscommunication on that play. All right, we've got the flip perspective now. Guessing we're in the second quarter now. Come on. Come on. Clear up. Come on, bro. He just not gonna clear up? He's on Owe too. Alright, man. I guess it ain't gonna clear up this play. I don't know. It's hard to tell with this play because of how blurry it is, but it looks like he's got his hands inside. I can't really tell. Alright, whatever. Ah! There we go. This play's just fucked up. Because it clears up over here. Fuck it. Game Pass is so terrible now. There we go. That's what should happen. Usually when I rewind it a couple times, usually the first time, it usually clears up. Okay, so we've got him against Owe again. Let's see if we get a pass set. Got the left hand inside. A little bit of a late reaction from Rashawn Slater. I think he was anticipating this linebacker coming down on him because the second the play starts, he kind of moves inside a little bit. But he does turn his body to face his opponent nicely. Oh, I see. It's like a draw. Okay, that makes sense then. So he's turning his body away from, where the ball is actually going. Okay, that makes sense. This isn't on a pass set, so this is actually fine. Good job. The play was over there. Okay. Gave up your chest there. Oh, he got his hands on you pretty quick. Now, Rashawn Slater does have a bit of a weakness with having short arms. Let's see if he's got his hands on the shoulder pads, but it's got a good knee bend, good base. And he's just so strong, and all of his other skills are good enough where he can overcome this. He gave up his chest but didn't die. And he never stopped fighting with his hands either. Even if he gives up his chest initially, he's not going to just settle. Come on. This is going to be another one that just won't clear up. Please. Alright. Do my best here. I can't tell what that left hand is doing. The right hand is on the shoulder pad. Knee bend is good. Base looks okay. Good anchor there. Yep, and he doesn't move. See this here? How he's kind of using power to try to get through Slater here. But then watch his hips. He's going to square up and sink his hips down. And at that point, he's no longer moving backwards. Yeah, certain plays, they're just completely broken. They clear up when the play is basically over. Game Pass is so frustrating now. It used to be so smooth. I never had problems with Game Pass. Or very rarely. And they decided to try to fix it. I guess, from what I've been reading, they wanted to try to make it where NFL Game Pass and NFL.com were connected to the same website. I don't know why that was something that they thought that they needed to fix. It wasn't an issue, it being a separate website. But, whatever. My bad. Alright. So the tight end Tight end actually doesn't ship him here. It's a good rep. I would like you to like really lock him up there though. Like you had your hands on him, don't let him go. Because Herbert is looking for the screen here. Oh, I'm sorry. No, he's not. I apologize. But Eckler is looking back there. And if Slater would have like actually put his hands on this dude. Well, actually, how far down the field are they? No, he's fine. Will you clear up? Will you? Maybe that's the strategy on those plays. Maybe if I go forward first and then go back. Something to try. Giving up his chest initially. See the arm length difference, though, with Owe's arms and Slater's arms? But he's going to use his hand fighting to overcome that. He loses that initially, but he's going to keep swiping those hands, keep his feet moving. And that makes it where Owe can't use that length advantage that he has. All right, we're still in the second quarter. That's what I was kind of trying to check out real quick. Let's try this. Ah, maybe that is a strategy. Go forward first. Okay. Let's take a look here. Get the left hand inside. That length is being a bit of an issue, but he's putting one hand on the shoulder pad. Good knee bend, good feet, keeping his feet moving. Now you should have an opportunity to get your hands on him. See, this would have been fine if the right tackle wasn't dying. Because then Justin could have stepped to the right. He does eventually scramble. Because when someone's trying to bull rush you, you're supposed to just try to give up ground slowly. That's what you're supposed to do. Yeah, I kind of want Slater to be kind of keeping his eyes downfield. Someone needs to have blocked this linebacker here, but he just kind of runs free. I need him to see that. Now, I don't know if he would have been able to cut that sharply, to be fair, to be able to go make that play, but all right, go forward first. That's much better. Moves laterally first, so he's not an illegal man downfield before the ball is thrown. Gets his hands inside. Very nice. Good block on the second level. Shot pause there. Good knee bend. Left hand inside. Good anchor. There you go. This is actually a pretty good fight between him and Owe. It's a good matchup because of the length advantage that Owe has. Because keep in mind, this is a dude that whooped Chase Young. And was whooping Joey Boza all through training camp. Gave up the chest initially. Yeah, he's having a hard time getting his hands inside on Owe. But he's still winning the matchups 9 times out of 10. Owe will push him into the quarterback a little bit, but he's not actually able to disengage like at all. And the Chargers are also finding success. Maybe this time I needed to go to the middle of the play. This is... I miss when I didn't have to do these gymnastics to just make Game Pass work properly. Alright, you're just going to kind of help the guard. Okay. Not mad at that. I can't stand goal line fades, though. This is a concept. I mean, it works sometimes, but it's a very low percentage play. Whoops, my bad. I'll just go to the next drive. I don't want to go in there for one play. I really don't. Alright. Him against Owe again. Owe gets his hands inside again, but gets nowhere. The run is going to the other direction, so Owe may have stopped here. But even still, seals that edge because Owe is athletic. Like, he has the potential to run you down from behind. We're running that way again. He's not blocking Owe. Owe's supposed to run free here. Got the one hand inside. Oh! I like this play design. That's not what I'm breaking down. Fake the jet sweep. He goes to block him. But no, it's actually a screen. It doesn't work. Baltimore's all over it. But it's interesting. May have picked the wrong opponent to do that to. One thing, though, this isn't something I've seen too much of him in college. Watch this motion with his arms. Like, this is good. I like that he's got his hands tucked. But I don't like that movement. In college, he used to just punch. It's almost as if the Chargers have taught him to get his hands outside. He deals with that spin really well. But to be fair, Owe can't disengage with him. He might get a little bit of push just off of athleticism, but he's not disengaging with Slater. Oh, that one was a rewindy one. It's not bad. Not really much to really break down on that play as far as Slater goes on an individual level. Good anchor there. Couldn't really see his feet. The guard was in the way. Of course, there's got to be a plane flying over. See that? This is what I'm talking about with hand fighting, even if you lose initially. So Owe slaps Slater's hands away, but Slater keeps his feet moving, keeps his base good, doesn't lean too far forward, keeps shadowing him, and doesn't relent, keeps trying to reset his hands. And that allows Herbert enough time to get that ball out. This is a good little fight, though. Come against Campbell. Just going to kind of just... Campbell kind of bit as well. Like, he went straight for that running back. Shout out to the bag, by the way. This one. Oh no, they've caught on to my... Oh, nope, they thought they caught on to my fast forward technique. Oh, always over the center. That's not what we're looking at, but... What is that? Oh. I'm not really a big fan of how high that foot went right there. It's too easy to put you off balance, especially when you're this close, especially when your hands aren't tucked. I don't know who taught him to not keep his hands tucked. I don't know if the Chargers taught him that, but I hate it because he did not do that in college. Also, oddly enough, I'm not breaking them down, but they don't have punts on Game Pass anymore. That's weird. What if someone wanted to watch punter film, or, your team picks up a new long snapper or something, or a punt returner? Up his chest. Good anchor, stops him. There you go. I do feel like the Chargers' offensive line staff has taught him bad habits. That upsets me. Alright, cool. Now we got the good angle. Besides the goalpost in the way. Left hand inside. That was a little quick pass. I just love Slater's feet, man. They're so good. Keep in mind, his hands still aren't bad. They're not terrible. It's just, in comparison to what he showed on college film, it feels like his hands have regressed a little. Everything else is still on point. Left hand inside, right hand on the outside on the inside shoulder rather. Doesn't get anywhere. That's better looking right there. Gets his hands inside pretty early, and that is on Owe. Good feet as usual, good anchor, good knee bend. Doesn't get anywhere. Left hand punch. Get your hands inside. Yep. It's gorgeous. Got the left hand inside. You were kind of fighting with that right one. Once you get that inside as well. Good base. Good anchor. Lock that shit up. He doesn't move. What the fuck happened with the... I know that's not what we're looking at, but what happened with the pass? Did that get batted? Okay. I mentioned it also earlier with Slater. When you have again, punch that dude in the rib as hard as you can while he's up in the air. Hands are a little high, but that's okay. Base looks good. Knee bend good. What happened there? Feet were getting a little bit narrow. That made him a little bit slower. Plus the right tackle died. But not a terrible rep. Owe still has not disengaged. Nobody has disengaged against Slater. No one has actually been able to get off of him. He does look a little lost sometimes with zone run. Like these screens and stuff, he does look a little bit lost. Like he should have blocked. Well, kind of can't. He's just caught kind of just standing there. Against Campbell. The hands inside. That's gorgeous. Look at this. Hands inside, good feet. Sinks his hips. Campbell ain't moving no more. That's one of the strongest players in the NFL. He ain't getting nowhere. Whoa. What happened there? He had one hand out because of Owe. He wasn't sure where Owe was going. So he misses with his hands and gives up the inside. Okay. But he does trip him. I'll take it. Don't let your quarterback get smoked. That's probably going to be a flag, but... I ain't mad at it, to be honest. All right, here we go. I'm against Jason Owe again. He was up against Owe for majority of the snaps. I mean, Owe never actually beat him. He gave him a good fight, but he never beat him. I mean, I guess it could still happen on this drive, but... Good feet. I will say, like I said, he's not punching the way he was. Like, he's giving up his chest easier than I would like. But still doing fairly well. Better than any of the offensive linemen we got. That's for damn. Oh, it cleared up on its own. Doesn't usually do that. I'm not a fan of the feet on that play. They've been great for the most part, but... Let's see if I can pause it. This right here, you crossing your feet, don't do that. Don't do that. If he was to really push, you'd end up on your back. That's how you get off balance. Easier to push over and not as strong there. It's not good. Just QB snakes are just crashing. That makes sense. Gonna help the guard. Alright. So right here, you have your two tight ends to try to deal with Owe together. So you're just going to kind of help. Oh, I'm sorry. That's your center. The guard's pulling. I apologize. He's kind of helping the center with Campbell a little bit, but he's keeping his eyes in the backfield to make sure there's no blitzers coming through and make sure that Owe isn't beating the shit out of these two tight ends. Pretty good. And when and this is just effort. I mean, Herbert's already getting rid of the ball here. But once Owe does get past the tight ends, he is coming over to try to block him. And he doesn't get the penalty for hitting him after the ball is thrown. It's fantastic. He's a very smart football player. So he kind of overcompensated for the edge rusher here. He could have stayed in a little bit to try to keep a hand on Campbell to try to help out the guard, but overall not bad. And I'm getting super critical because of how good he actually is. And I love offensive line. I genuinely do. Whoops. I'm going to turn his body so that the rusher has to go literally through him to get to the ball carrier. I love that. Now it gets blown up on the interior, but again, we're not looking at that. I don't actually care what the rest of the Chargers offensive line is doing right now. I'm just looking at Slater. Nice. Keeps his feet moving, arms tucked. He does fire out, but again, I just wish his hands were a little bit more inside. He does eventually get them there, but I'd like him to start there. But he does handle him. Now Herbert kind of spins into him because the right tackle's getting smoked again. But again, that ain't Slater's fault. That's it? That's it. Okay. So yeah, that was a fun little video to do. I just wanted to try to give y'all something for, I'm recording this Wednesday night, but it's going to come out Thursday. I don't know if Game Pass is going to come out with the All-22s for the Dolphins tomorrow or not, so I wanted to at least give y'all something. I talked about probably doing this video anyway. So, yeah. Anyway, that's going to be it for this video. If you liked it, appreciate hitting that like button. If you have any questions or comments, leave in the comments down below. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.